She never talked behind your back, never told a joke. She would pick up a shoe, but wouldn't pick up the check. She managed to touch the lives of thousands in her 91 years of life. That's 13 in dog years. Meet Molly, the golden doodle, who made sure we'd see golden sunrises day after day.
I got Molly right after my last chemo treatment, and she got me up and off the couch and back into life.
Barb went through 2 licks of leukemia, followed by a bone marrow transplant.
Having cancer can be so scary and sometimes very lonely.
Barb wanted to share her love she saw first Paul, so she and Molly would walk the halls of the Sidney Kimmel Cancer Center right here in Hopkins.
It's such a privilege to make a positive difference in someone's life.
Molly would gently jump up and snuggle up with a stranger who was just trying to make it to the next minute. But in a second, with every stroke down Molly's back, that stranger would turn into a friend. And what's even better, that friend would get better.
And that's why we're here. That's why we're here.
Barb taught Molly how to sit and dance. Molly taught this retired school teacher how to live.
Giving kindness to others and putting that focus on them is so healing.
In November, Molly took a turn, wasn't herself. And after all these years of caring for humans with cancer, it was Molly who was now fighting cancer. And after giving so many so much hope, the hope now was that Barb and her husband wouldn't have to make that decision. And if you're a pet owner, you know what I'm talking about.
I was giving her palliative care that she had given to so many. And I said to my husband, maybe it would be a blessing if God took her home. And she looked up at me, the first time she's looked up in days, and laid back down. And she died the next morning in her bed where she sleeps next to me. And I do believe it was her final act of kindness to me to not have to make that decision.
It's like Molly is saying goodbye. And out of the darkness of sadness, here comes Sarah in the sunshine. Barb's second best friend.
Sit down.
Together they will now walk the halls of Hopkins, following Molly's paw prints.
If love could have kept her alive, she would have lived forever.
Yesterday at Hopkins, a gentleman walked over. "Can I pet your dog?" Barb said, "Of course." So he got down on his hands and knees, and Sarah got her face up close to his. And then Barb followed to the floor to ask, "Well, why are you here?" And while petting, he tells Barb that he's about to go for a bone marrow transplant. She says, "Look at me." And he continues to pet Sarah. "I'm 10 years in remission." And she said, "You're going to be okay." He rises and Barb follows him, and he said, "That's all I wanted, hope. And I got it today. You gave me hope." They hugged, and with tears flowing, Sarah's tongue flapping, another soul over a chance meeting, giving a soul another chance at life.